Hello there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your August 2026 money and career reading. My name is Victoria, and this is Radiant Moon Tarot. So if you are new to my channel, a very warm welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Let's get right into it. We are in eclipse season throughout August. You're probably feeling some of this already. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of tension. Maybe you're feeling like there's a change in the wind, or maybe a little bit of excitement. A solar eclipse on August 12th. This is a new moon in the sign of Leo. A solar eclipse is like a new moon on steroids. New moons are really good for new beginnings, facing your fears, doing something a little bit different, and making improvements in your life. Great portals for manifestation, setting some intentions. It's fresh energy. This year, of course, it is an extra dose of fresh energy because we have not only is it a new moon in Leo, a solar eclipse, but also Jupiter is in the sign of Leo, and Jupiter is our most beneficial planet, bringing us growth, expansion, abundance, good luck, and good fortune. So really, really awesome energy there to work with. So don't miss out on that. Adjacent to that, still with all of the Leo energy, amplifying things in a really big and positive way. We've got August 8th is our Lion's Gate portal. Okay, and that is a time of cosmic alignment, but it is also a energy for amplified manifestation potential. The portal is open July 26th to August 12th, but 8/8. August 8th is the day that it is at its peak. It's when the sun in Leo aligns with our spiritual sun, Sirius, Orion's belt, the earth, and of course the pyramids, because this is an energy that goes all the way back to ancient Egypt. And it is a time of year where the Nile, it signifies the flooding of the Nile, bringing fertility and abundance to us, right? So tap into some of this ancient energy, this ancient portal, for some little bit of magic. But we do also have a lunar eclipse on August 27th, and this is in the sign of Pisces. So it's a huge lunar eclipse for endings, whether it's the end of a cycle, whether something may come to fruition for you, and it may be something that's been locked away for a while. So think of an investment that you've had locked away for a while. This might be where it comes to maturity, and you may need to make a decision, right? Do you put your money back in where it was? Do you take some off the top? That kind of stuff. This can represent a time when you let go of the old ways, let go of old habits and patterns or belief systems around money. Okay, and that energy can be shifting for you. But yes, full moons, lunar eclipses, they can bring endings. All right, whether it's something just personal to you or whether it's something like with your job or your company, it sets you free. Even if you didn't expect it. Okay, so it can bring you blessings, even though it may feel like oh my goodness, I don't want to go through this, right? But for some of you, it can bring something to fruition as well. Eclipses, whether they're a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, it is a time of cosmic reset. Fated changes, they're portals of opportunity. Okay, unexpected endings, unexpected new beginnings, and spiritual resets. Okay, so listen to that inner guidance within you, because it could just take you places where you never thought were possible, open doors that maybe you never even considered. Okay, but there's something in the winds here for us all, and it'll be different for everybody. So just be open and receptive here as well, but certainly work with those manifestation portals. Let's see what the cards have for you. And we've got the end of hostilities. All right, this is the hostilities card, but it is in the upright. So this is making amends, making peace. This is the end of a challenging period, perhaps. This is where, if you don't get along with a coworker, they could perhaps leave unexpectedly. Thank you, eclipses. Or you might leave unexpectedly, or perhaps you manage to work things out. They could move to another department or something like that as well. But this can also be where you find yourself a little bit more at ease, more at peace. So something can happen, this month, or maybe something's already going on, where if things have been challenging, you feel like, your financial situation, your money's working against you, this is where it can be a significant turning point for you. So rather than rather than arguments and, fights and hostilities and challenging energy. We're bringing in peace, we're bringing in calm, we're bringing in an energy more of collaboration. So rather than butting heads, we're working together. And who doesn't need a little bit more of that? So it's a great turning point for you there. We also have your 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, is showing up here for you. So your 7th chakra, this is your crown chakra, right? She's wearing a beautiful crown. And so this is your spiritual connection, your intuitions, where your messages, your downloads all come in. This is also where you can communicate your intentions out into the universe. So this can be a really potent time for you. So really do work with this energy. Yes, there's a lot of spiritual energy going on in August. The vibe of August is way different than what we've been experiencing over the last few months, thank goodness. But it's important to be open to that communication. It's not just about receiving messages. It's also about putting your intentions out there. So this is a really important time to embrace and listen to your intuition and that mystery guidance that comes in. It's like, I don't know what this means, but it feels right. I don't know why I'm exploring this path, but it feels good, right? So this can represent following, a new career path, perhaps, or, perhaps you just get that intuitive guidance, like don't put your money here, and you avoid this hostile energy, right? So really do listen to your gut instincts this month, okay? We should always anyway, right? But sometimes we need a little bit of a reminder, but it feels like this might be a little more important than normal. And it can show you some wonderful portals of opportunity, right? So there's some great things that are activating for you. So keep those lines of spirit communication open, okay? Set those intentions and trust your instincts. But work with Archangel Uriel, okay? We've got the 4 of Pentacles is coming in for you guys this month. Now, we've got our dragon there protecting his treasure. All right. It's kind of Lord of the Rings vibe a little bit there. But the 4 of Pentacles can certainly represent an energy of stability and security, right? So it can be a really good energy for you. It's like, I've got my feet on the ground, I've got a good head on my shoulders, and I've got things that I value and that are important to me, and I know the things that are important to me. So this can be a really good energy for a little bit of stability. So again, if you've been, just like that hostilities card, right? If you've been kind of going through the ringer the last little while, or there's been something that hasn't been quite right or been a little bit of a challenge, this can be where things do settle down and you get that stability back. The 4 of Pentacles also does remind you of the foundation that you've built, specifically your financial foundation, okay, or your foundation of knowledge and experience with your skill set, with your chosen career. There is a little bit of a reminder with the 4 of Pentacles. It is a good card, right? I mean, it kind of does sometimes get a little bit of a bad rap because people call it the miserly card. Well, it's in the upright, so we're not being miserly, we're being cautious, right? We're, being protective of, ourselves or our money. And a little bit of caution is not a bad thing, right? Especially with your finances, okay? But the 4 of Pentacles reminds you that you've built a certain foundation, but you need to be open and trust that there's more abundance and prosperity to be had. There's more wealth to be gained. There's more opportunities out there for you. But this is an energy of discernment, not miserliness, discernment. We need to know. You get your paycheck, right, at the end of 2 weeks, perhaps, right? You get your paycheck at the end of 2 weeks, and now what do you do with it? Do you spend it all frivolously? Probably not, right? You, use your money wisely, right? This much goes for rent and bills. This much, hopefully, I've got a little bit I can put in savings. Maybe it's only $10, maybe it's $100, maybe it's $1,000, right? Save a little bit for a rainy day. So it's really about dividing up your wealth, right, or your money, in a certain way. But it is a reminder as well that money is circulatory, Okay, it's a circular energy. Money needs to be able to flow back to you. And in order to do that, we need to, how should I say? We need to attach positive energy, positive vibes to our money. Now, this doesn't mean be obsessed over money. What it means is that, do you get fulfillment and satisfaction from paying your bills? No. Right? It's money going out the door, right? Of course you don't. Maybe you feel good that, okay, I can afford my rent, right? Or I can afford, to put food on the table, right? But that's not the same thing. This is reminding you that every once in a while, right? Doesn't have to be every day, doesn't have to be every week, doesn't have to be every month, but every once in a while, you need to do a little bit of something with your money that makes you feel good. Maybe it's buying yourself a treat. Perhaps it's dipping into your savings to go on vacation, right? It can be about, instead of denying yourself something, rewarding yourself with something, right? We get the feel good vibes from that. And when we attach that positive energy to money, more of it flows back to us. And it seems like such a simple thing, and it is. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. And do you need to spend a lot of money? No, right? No, it's not about how much it is. It's about the flow, right? A little bit of money. It can be about that decadent chocolate bar that you've been craving, but you deny yourself because maybe it's like a $5 chocolate bar and you're like, that seems a little extravagant, but I always wanted it, right? Or you splurge on that little bit more expensive cut of steak, right? Because the pleasure that you get from eating it, right, is better than just your run of the mill, right? So it's those kind of things. It doesn't have to break the bank, doesn't have to be a lot of money. So it's all about that energy that flows back to you. We've got the Ace of Swords here as well coming in now. I love the Ace of Swords. For one thing, it's clarity, it's focus. It can be new beginnings. It can be new thoughts, new ideas, a new outlook, a new perspective, but also new ways to think about your relationship with money. Something new. The Ace of Swords, though, is also great for ideas, for exploring opportunities, for opening your mind, right? All of this stuff comes in with that Ace of Swords. It's a very exciting card because it opens your mind, right? And so this can be excellent. There could be new money-making ventures. There could be something that you create. Are you really good with say, writing? Right? There could be something there that you could maybe do at home. You can do a little bit of freelance, something or other can bring you in a little bit more money. But the Ace of Swords, aces are lucky. They are new, fresh energy. Okay, it doesn't have to be something completely new. The Ace of Swords can help you cut away and free yourself from the old ways or from something that's not bringing you all the abundance that you need, right? Remember, we gotta remember that Four of Pentacles, we can embrace more abundance as well. We got a good foundation, right? And there's more to come. But this is a huge yes card, okay? Yes, yes, yes. So whatever you're working on, whatever you want to do, this can be a reminder that, yes, sometimes you need to spend your money on something other than bills, something that's exciting, right? Something that brings a smile to your face, right? But that Ace of Swords is a big yes. If you've been waiting for an answer for something, or if you've been looking for something, or you're looking to kind of free yourself up, this is a great, great energy for that. Your challenge this month, we've got the Chariot. Now, this is super interesting, my little Cancerians there, because the Chariot card is your card. Why are you your challenge? Interesting. Sit with that for a moment. What does that mean to you? If I was to pull this card up, shove it in front of your face like I just did, and said, you are your challenge, what does that mean? Are you letting something hold you back? Are you not feeling confident? Is there a million other things getting in your way of your own success? Are you ignoring your intuition? Do you feel like you're on the right path? Do you feel powerful or powerless? Do you feel fearful or fearless? Do you have a good sense of direction? or are you floating around like a leaf in the breeze? So the Chariot card, now when we have a card in our challenge position, it is not impossible to overcome. It is very possible to overcome. It's just showing you why you're stuck, or showing you what delays may come in for you. Like it's like this really wonderful thing is coming in, but it might be delayed because of something, right? Now the Chariot, this is about you. The Chariot is your drive, determination, willpower, ambition. This is what puts you on the path to success. The Chariot is a card of success and victory. It's also a card of destiny. The stars aligning for you. So, eclipse season. Something is shifting here, right? Something is aligning you with where you're meant to be, where you're meant to go. Are you going to listen to it? Are you going to recognize it, or are you closed off? This Ace of Swords is opening you up. The Four of Pentacles can represent the possibility of being closed off, because we protect things, right? We're protecting ourselves, our energy, our values, the things we hold dear, right? And sometimes we need to do that, but sometimes we need to kind of let that go and maybe take a little bit of a challenge. So that Chariot energy is a powerful energy, but it represents you. You are in the driver's seat of your goals, your dreams, your financial freedom, your career path, the changes that you maybe need to make, even though you might not want to. So that could be everything that's a challenge for you. But once we recognize that and we're like, damn it, I'm not going to stand in my own way, and I'm just going to do the thing that I want to do, or I'm going to move in the direction that I want to move in, and I'm going to do it with boldness, with confidence, and I'm not going to let anything hold me back or tie me down. Wonderful. You just had that breakthrough, right? And that Ace of Swords can really help you have that clarity and that breakthrough. Now, on a practical level, the Chariot can also represent a vehicle, okay, traveling or moving. So there could be some sort of challenge that comes up with that. Maybe you've got some car trouble, all right? Perhaps you, may discover, right, because this is a 4 over here with the dragon, you may discover that you need to move, right? Move from where you live. Maybe it's by accident or design or something out of your control. And so that's a challenge, right? Who wants to look for a new place to live? Probably nobody, especially not in the middle of a heat wave in the summer, but it can take you to better places because it's destined to happen, okay? So don't resist it. Just embrace change, okay? Resistance is sometimes a little bit futile. You could have some travel, you want to travel sometimes with that Chariot card as well, but it can be maybe a challenge. Perhaps you wanted to go on a road trip, right? The Chariot can represent a vehicle. You wanted to go on a road trip, and now the cost of gas is like astronomically expensive. So perhaps you have a change in travel plans. That's a challenge. But it's still a positive though, right? Sometimes all positives come with a little bit of a challenge. So you may have to change your destination or just stay somewhere closer to home, or maybe rent an electric vehicle. You don't have to worry about the price of gas, but it can also slow you down because you have to keep plugging the damn thing in, right? So it can be things like that. So that Chariot's trying to move you forward, overcome any challenges and obstacles, right? So it's not that your month won't be without any challenges, it's that Chariot energy can help you get over it, right? So that can be really wonderful. Let's see what else we have with this Ace of Wands. All right, so the challenge of something new, the challenge of change. You've got 2 aces coming out here for you guys. So challenge of making a choice, making a decision, right? These are all overwhelmingly positive, okay? So don't get too hung up on a challenge, which is what that Chariot card says anyway, all right? Something is igniting for you here. And don't let it scare you. Okay, you have the power, Chariot, to make something happen or to make change or to start something new, right? Whatever that is, a new job, a new career path, new travel plans, possibly, a new car, maybe, right? There could be something there. That Ace of Wands is great Both of these aces are great. They bring luck, they bring new beginnings, and it's exciting, okay? But it may be possibly speed might be the challenge for you, okay? Because the Chariot and the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, things could all of a sudden, things have been sleepy and quiet, that Four of Pentacles, and things are all of a sudden igniting for you and moving quickly, and that may be pushing you out of your comfort zone just a little bit, okay? So that could be your challenge there, but just embrace it. Go with the flow. Your blessings this month, we've got the Two of Wands. Okay, so if you do have any travel plans, you want to go on a vacation or something like that, this can be about deciding where to go and choosing, a destination. The Two of Wands, though, is an energy here where we've got something that we want, an idea, an opportunity, a new beginning, improvements in our world here as well, more positive energy. And then the Two of Wands here, we're making a decision. Where do I go? Do I go left, right, somewhere in between? Do I go here, there, everywhere, right? So that Two of Wands is an energy of having an open pathway, right? Your blocks and obstacles are clear, okay? So again, it's kind of like your path forward. There's nothing restricting you or stopping you, but again, we'll go back to the Chariot card, except maybe you, right? Fear is a great deterrent, okay? But the Two of Wands can represent that there is something opening up for you in your path forward. And this can be something that leads you to your dreams. You just got to know what that is. Okay. Aces showing up here for you. Okay. The Two of Wands can be very exciting, but the world is open to you, right? The world is your oyster, right? The possibilities are endless. If you can dream it, you can live it. All right. If you've got something that you desire, you have the power here to make it happen for yourself. Okay. Great energy of success showing up. We also have here the Ten of Cups. Well, brilliant. Ten of Cups, one of the happiest cards in the entire deck. This is happiness, positivity, optimism. This is your happy ever after card. This is your family, your children. This is feeling good about life in general. So, I feel like there is a significant breakthrough for you here in the month ahead. What it looks like for you is all maybe a little different. Perhaps, you might get some news, Chariot, that you might have to leave the home where you are now. But the Ten of Cups, what happens, you move forward, right? You choose where you're going to live, right? We've got a castle in the sky over here. And then we get the Ten of Cups and everything is right with the world. So even though sometimes unexpected endings, eclipse season, unexpected endings may happen, it can lead you to a beautiful new beginning. Okay. So, that eviction notice that you might get, or, you might decide you have to sell your house because you don't like your neighbors, you move to a better place, right? You spend your money in a wise, wonderful way, right? But the Ten of Cups can also just be about your general happiness, okay? Your happiness with your job, with your money, with where you live. There's a lot of magic in the air with the Ten of Cups, okay? And it's this power of positivity that keeps you going down this path towards your success. Okay, whatever that happens to be for you. So if you've been feeling down in the dumps, things are opening up for you in a wonderful, wonderful way. Your advice from Spirit, we've got the Strength card showing up for you. Leo energy with the Strength card. What season are we in? Leo. Where do we have a giant portal opening up? Leo, August 8th. Where do we have a solar eclipse and new moon energy? Leo, August 12th. So work with that Leo energy. It will really benefit you, even if you're just kind of doing a big reset within yourself and with your energy. Remember, Leo is bold, brave, courageous energy, okay? But it's also one of being kind to yourself as well, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself if something is shifting in a way that you can't control. Okay, go with that flow, do what you need to do, and it can bring you to a much better place. But the Strength card here is about believing in yourself, believing in your inner strength, your confidence, overcoming your fears and obstacles, and being successful at it. It is, again, it is a card number 8, right? And so we are in the 8th month, and so there's some wonderful energy around you. We also have the Knight of Wands. Be bold, brave, courageous, follow your path, follow your dreams, make the changes that you need to make, do what you need to do, go and have fun and adventure, okay? Believe in yourself and be confident. The Knight of Wands is always on a quest, right? It's a knight always on a quest, but is always confident and always is successful when we're in the upright here. Okay, so go and do the things that make you happy, follow your passions and your goals, and don't give up. See something right through to the finish line. Okay, that Knight of Wands always reaches the target, but then moves on to the next thing, doesn't dwell on anything, right? So, you know, be courageous and really believe in yourself. Be confident, okay? Yeah, I think there's like a big key there with that Chariot card showing up in your challenge. But let's grab a couple more cards for, oops, wrong deck. We've got those ones already. Thank you very much. This deck, there we go. We've got some manifestation cards out here for you. And we've got your job is you. Interesting. Some of you may have Gemini placements somewhere in your birth chart or dealing with a Gemini person. You might want to check out that reading because they got this card too. Your job is you. You cannot create other people's lives for them. You cannot think for them, and if you try to force your opinions on others, you will only attract the same thing happening to you. So let all others create the lives they want and focus your unlimited power on creating the most magnificent life for yourself. Don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses, and don't worry about what other people are doing. Focus on you. Be aware of your power. Whenever you think of it, bring yourself back to the awareness of now. Do it hundreds of times each day. Remember, all of your power is in your awareness of your power. See, I'll bring in the power back to you here. Reclaim your power here, people. That's what I've got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe, especially that like button. It really is important because every like, thumbs up that comes on the video, the more that lovely YouTube algorithm shows it to others. So I appreciate that. But if you enjoy if you enjoy my readings, please hit that subscribe button there also. But I hope you guys have a wonderful month ahead, and I'll see you later. Bye.